Marsha Blackburn. Senator, a pleasure always to have you on. What do you make of what you heard from Democrats today?
Democrats are so consumed by Trump derangement syndrome. They cannot support much of anything. You know, it's a good thing that we are ending a 47-year war that Iran has had against us. Everybody should be for that. It's a good thing that President Trump is committed to making certain that Iran never has a nuclear weapon and has said, you better turn over that enriched uranium. And it's a good thing that he's saying the Strait of Hormuz has to be open so we can get these gas prices back down. One would think that would be celebrated. You know, Liz, it used to be that the politics ended at the water's edge, and we stood together on most things that were there for our national security and around the globe. But with this group of Democrats, look, they just want to go beat up on anything that Donald Trump is for. Secretary Rubio did an amazing job today.
Senator, you've been expert on this. You've been watching this unfold. What if Iran was allowed to go unchecked? What if Trump did not win? What would the world, what would America, what would Europe have faced with Iran with a massive missile program, ramping up drones and nuclear bombs? What would have happened?
What we know is when President Obama decided that he was going to ship in all those pallets of cash, what Iran did was take that as the go sign to go back to enriching uranium and enriching. Right now, they're at about 1,000 pounds of uranium at 60%. And they would have built that nuclear warhead. It would be a very different situation than what we have now.
Okay, the Secretary, Marco Rubio, was also questioned about the Trump administration's plans to stop communists. Cuba, the Secretary said, is run by, quote, incompetent communists. Senator, let's get your reaction as Secretary Rubio here. Watch this.
The previous administration did a thorough review with the intelligence community and concluded that there was no evidence that Cuba was engaged in ongoing state sponsor of terrorism. Did you find new evidence to support that conclusion?
Virtually every left-wing, radical, violent terrorist group in the Western Hemisphere has at some point relied on support from Cuba. The ELN, the FARC dissidents, including them, have been involved there. Why would I need new evidence?
This is why I was shocked to see that you were at a party with President Trump in Miami instead of accompanying Vice President Vance to Pakistan for negotiations.
What party was I at? I was at a party?
It's publicly reported, and there's photos there.
But what party? I know your staff wrote up this cute statement for your TikTok video, but it's not true.
Senator, what do you make of what you just heard?
Well, I'm so glad he stood up to her and that he is defending himself when she's accusing him of something that did not happen. So I think that's a positive. When it comes to understanding Cuba, Marco Rubio this has been something he has focused on during his elected career and now as Secretary of State. We know that the Cubans have been suppressing their people. They are friendly with rogue regimes, and they're a threat to our regional security.
Senator Marsha Blackburn, thank you so much again for joining us tonight. Always great to have you on. Now, please listen to this.